All right. And we can play around with the casting shadow as well as this object, because we already like push from this core shadow, we push it down, we got reflective light reflected here, so it will be a little bit lighter than the core shadow, but we can still push down to the connecting part. Okay, so we call that occlusion shadow. That's because when you know, if you look at anything that happened in real life, it actually got the occlusion shadow, because two objects, if you just getting too close, light can't possibly get inside. Through all sort of the reflection, the energy just die out. So every tiny little bit creak, like see the folding of my skin, you got like darkness shadow, even though it's like the light coming from above to shoot my hand directly, still you can see this dark area. That's occlusion shadow, and that should be really dark, even darker than the casting shadow or core shadow. This should be the darkest part of the whole globe. So instead of blending everything, I'm going to clearly make this stand out, because this is where the place got connected. Okay, so for example, here is definitely connected, right? So for example, the edge is nearly can't be seen, but what I'm gonna do is to stress it out. Okay, to stress it, because it's very, very important. The thing is important, so we need to stress it, right? You can add a little bit new force to make it like really connected here. The object, and then you can push it down to the ground. So push it down to the ground as well, and a little bit here as well. Okay, you want this to be more defined than like blended. Even though you blend, you just want to get rid of the texture. But if you blend, you don't want to make it not so dark. So the value wise, you should nearly go to the 9, 10. Okay, so if you go that's something like this. Okay, everything that is connected, you should get a really darknish shadowy part like this. You got like a defined edge. Okay, and then you can just blend it out to the reflective light. But reflective light and the occlusion shadow have a clear difference. It's like reflective light, core shadow, cast shadow, and then occlusion shadow. So you should have some sort of the clear define here. So if you can't like blend it, like make it say gradually change, that's okay, because it's not supposed to blend like that. Okay, for example, if you think this is too much, you can just gradually make this edges more defined. Okay, don't worry about this defined edge, because we are going to blend it into the background finally, so you don't need to worry too much about that, right? So for here, we can still push it a little bit harder, so this become our brush, become our pen, right? You just do that, so it's become more, subtle at the edges here. You can see that I smudge it upwards. Okay, more defined, and add a occlusion shadow. Okay, so if you using value to rank, you can use the occlusion shadow, cast shadow, and core shadow. Okay, then we can go up, because I think everything go down. That's already pretty good. For the edges here, you can sort of smudge it tiny little bit, right? just to make it like a fuzzy edges, but it still needs to be more defined than than everything else. Okay, yeah, that's what's from down below. Let's go up. Okay.